Hey, it's Luke and Naomi. We are back with a second episode. We made it to 2.
Yay! I'm proud of us.
All right.
You know?
I'm proud of us, too.
That's right.
A second episode of Luke and Naomi on air. If you missed the first one, what are you doing? It wasn't that long.
I know. It wasn't too bad, and I figured you guys would have listened to it because you wanted to know what we were up to.
That's right. We had some fun with it. If you did miss any of that, though, we just kind of talked about what we've been doing for the last year or so. A little bit about our travels across the country. If you've been following our Facebook page, Luke and Naomi on air, we did a whole bunch of traveling last year. We kind of talked about that stuff.
Which, let me say that what we're going to be talking about later in the podcast has to deal with some of that traveling. So
that's right.
We're tying it all together.
Yeah, doing our best to try to keep some semblance of organization.
Trying. Anyway, I think we can pull it off.
Let's see how we do.
Yeah.
All right. So, hope you've had a great week since the last time we talked at you. And we've had some fun. We do a little beer club here in Wilmington.
That's right.
So we got to do that on Friday night, and then Saturday we went out to a beer fest.
So a lot of different beers this weekend. I am still recovering. I'm going to be recovering for the next couple of days because I'm not 21 anymore and can't just bounce back and get back to it. So
it was a lot of fun, though.
Yes, it was worth it.
Little samples of a bunch of different beers, and this festival we happened to go to over the weekend was a collaboration festival. So it was the place that hosted it, and then a bunch of different breweries got together and made some really interesting, different
beers together.
Yeah. One was I had one that tasted like chocolate orange. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, there was one that was like a coconut key lime pie. That was one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, it was like a lighter, airy kind of beer with the key lime, right?
Yeah, and how do you do that with a beer? How are you making a beer end up tasting like dessert like that? So yeah, there was some very interesting beers. It was a good time. It definitely was a nice little trip away before we get back into the work week and all that good stuff.
And speaking of the work week, we had mentioned last episode Naomi mentioned something about being happy to be behind the microphone, which we definitely both are. So Doug asked, Doug had a question. He said, Naomi made it clear she missed being behind the microphone. What are we doing to pay the bills? And we
don't talk about it. No, I'm just kidding.
Nothing remarkable at all. We just took a couple of day jobs right now while we're getting used to being in our new home here in Wilmington things like that. So
that's right.
Nothing even worth writing home about, Doug.
Yeah, definitely not. But we'll see. We'll see what happens in the next couple of weeks and couple of months here. So.
We were talking last week. We were also talking about Delaware because we stopped in Delaware.
Yeah. It was one of my favorite places when we traveled, and it was just, out of the blue kind of thing. Hey, there's a brewery here that I'd like to check out. Let's go to Delaware. And we realized that, we don't know anything about Delaware, and ended up really enjoying it, but love telling people the story of, during our travels, we stopped in Delaware, and it's great because everyone always looks at you and goes, really? What the heck's in Delaware, The
beach, honestly. That's what it was. But we mentioned, if Brian from England was listening, we were wondering if we knew anything about Delaware at all. And he replied to us. He sent us an email.
Okay.
And he said he knows very little about Delaware, apart from he was sure it was one of the first states to have something to do with the Constitution.
Was it one of the first states?
He says he could be wrong.
The first state?
I have no idea.
We should have looked that up.
I was going to say I probably should have pulled up some Delaware information, but do we really want to spend all that kind of time talking about Delaware?
No, I don't think so. It's fine.
I definitely don't.
No, it's cool.
A couple of nice beaches there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess we can leave it at that.
Yeah. Sorry if you're from Delaware. We're not trying to knock it. We're really not. Again, we loved it. But we don't need to know its history and all that.
6 miles of Delaware. There's not much to knock.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so Brian doesn't know anything about Delaware.
No, he does not. But he said he was happy to hear, the gang back together, as he put it.
Yeah, absolutely. That was one of my favorite things. I gotta say, we put up the video, and then everybody that was commenting in. It was just nice to see all those familiar names that we just haven't seen in a while. Like El Weebo, it was nice to hear from him there. Like you mentioned Doug earlier, because he had him talk about tongs and start that whole thing. Some friends from Wilmington getting on board. It was nice to hear from Janet. It was nice to see those comments. So we really, really appreciate the love. We definitely do. As we get back into this, we mentioned it, last time, and it will probably be like this for the next couple of times. We are a little rusty. It's been a while from, doing these live broadcast kind of deals. So it's nice that everyone's kind of sticking around and just being with us through this. It's cool.
Having some fun again.
Yeah.
Speaking of having some fun again, I have the book of dad jokes that Brian sent to us. We'll get into a couple of dad jokes at the end.
Yeah,
as is tradition.
Yeah, I think that's never gonna go away. That's just Luke is always gonna leave us with a laugh, and it's always gonna be a dumb dad joke.
I did happen to prepare a little bit better this time, though. I read a couple of jokes. I've got some ready today.
Okay, good. Because last time you just pulled the book out and was like, where do I start?
I pulled the book out and said, okay, everybody hang out while I read for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Try to come up with something. Another question we missed from last time we were supposed to answer for our friend Paul is what we thought about Batman. The Batman. I mean, I had been talking about this for quite a while leading up to before we...
Time for Luke to nerd out over there.
Before we left Roswell and all that. And the Batman came out in March.
Oh, yeah.
We saw it, went to the theaters to see it.
Yes.
And I don't know how much Naomi enjoyed that experience because it was 3 hours long.
Okay, so let me just say this. Again, Luke has got me on board with a lot of the Marvel movies and things like Batman and all that, and I enjoy them for the most part. The problem was we were working some long hours, and we had to go to the movies after working a full day, sit through this movie that I'm sorry but could have been 30 to 45 minutes shorter.
It probably could have. I'm not going to argue.
I liked the movie. I did. But there was a lot of scenes that were a little dragged out. I'm like, did we really need to mention that? I need to go home and get into bed because I need to be to work in 10 hours.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that really kind of bothered me about that was the fact that we couldn't go on the weekend. We had to go on this specific day, and it just, I just wasn't ready for it, I guess.
I loved it.
Yeah, of course you did. Of course you did.
More Batman is fantastic for me, all of that. This is one of the things I actually liked about the movie the most was that it was full of Batman.
Of course, yeah.
Well, the Dark Knight Rises, the one with Bane and all that stuff. He wasn't Batman in the movie, barely at all.
Yeah.
So with this one, full-on Batman.
So you were happy.
Very happy. Yeah. I liked Robert Pattinson as Batman, Bruce Wayne. It was really cool.
He reminds me of a really emo teenager throughout the whole thing. But makes sense because, come on. Batman is kind of an emo guy.
He really is. And then he's been adopted by the emotional... what would you call that?
I don't know.
Demographic, I guess? I don't know.
Guess.
But yeah, it was good. I liked the look of the whole thing. It was one of the cooler Gotham cities that we've seen on screen for a long time. I know you don't even care.
Oh, I don't care about any of this. No, absolutely not.
But, the comic fans and the fans of Batman, Gotham City is kind of its own character.
Yeah.
And all that. So they did a really good job with Gotham City. I loved how it was the beginning of Batman. He'd only been doing this, they mentioned in the movie, for 2 years.
Yeah. And he didn't know what he was doing yet.
Yeah, he jumps off the building and crashes and all that. That was a really fun scene. I
was surprised with that. I'm like, what the heck just happened?
The casting was fantastic. I liked everybody.
Cool. It's nice when you have a movie like that where you're not hey, this one person's kind of holding down the whole movie.
Yeah,
so.
the Colin Farrell is the Penguin. Do you know what Colin Farrell looks like outside of that movie at all?
No.
I have been meaning to show you pictures of him, and the makeup was amazing for that. That was really cool. John Turturro as Carmine Falcone. That was a surprise. We love him in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? And everything else he's been in, of course. Sneaky Sneaky Sir from Mr. Deeds too. That's another one we like him in. The Catwoman was Zoe Kravitz. She was phenomenal. I liked the way that they did all the characters. It was really good. And so that's my review. I loved it to death. I've watched it again since it came out on HBO.
You've watched it multiple times. I have come home from work and Batman is on, and I'm like, how are you not sick of this already? You've watched it 18 times in the last 2 weeks. Like, what are you doing?
It was good. It was really good.
I get that a movie's good, but, pace yourself. You're going to be seeing it for a long time.
The Riddler guy was fantastic, Loved it. Loved every bit of it. And then since then, we've also seen the new Doctor Strange movie, which...
Now that I can get on board with.
I thought so.
Thank you very much. Yes. When Luke got me interested into like the whole Marvel universe and all that kind of stuff, Thor is one of my favorites, and same with Doctor Strange. I don't know why, but they're just, I feel like they're just more creative videos, I guess. Really, really love the movie. Like that movie, they could have added another half hour or 45 minutes to that movie. I would have sat through that and enjoyed that. Thought it was really well done. The only thing that I was a little bummed out about, so they're going through all these different universes, and I wanted more of that. I wanted to see more different crazy universes where, everything's upside down or, everything's in black and white or something like that. They did a great job with the ones that they show you, but, there's supposed to be millions and millions of these universes, so... why not give us a little bit more?
Hang out and spend some time in a couple of more of them.
Yeah. Well, even if it was like 5 minutes, and I'm sure that would have probably like raised the cost of the movie like $1 million for each universe that they did. So that's probably why they didn't do it. But just a few more. Like, it was really cool. I do have to say, too, and I was talking to a friend at work about this. When it comes to the Marvel movies, they're pretty decently kid-friendly, I would say.
Yeah.
You take your kids to the movies, maybe it gets a little bit more gory or whatnot, but it's not really bad.
No.
This one is.
This one
has some, like, horror movie kind of themes to it. Like, there was a few times I was just shocked. I'm like, really? Like, this is a family movie. That creeped me out. So, just a fair warning for that one.
Yeah, if you haven't gone and you got the kids that want to go, make sure the director of this one is Sam Raimi. He did the original Spider-Mans back in the 2000s, but he's known for doing, the sort of horror.
Yeah.
I forget what movies he did, but
I do want to say it's not bad. Yeah. It's not like gory and gruesome, but there are just a few little scenes where it's just like
surprise.
Ooh, yeah, like I didn't need that.
Didn't see that coming at all, too.
That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So there was some cool spoiler events throughout this movie that I think we both managed to avoid. I know you're not really inundated with Marvel stuff on the internet.
Oh, no, absolutely not. So I miss almost any kind of spoiler out there because I don't spend as much time on social media as I used to. Right. So that kind of helps. Yeah,
but so without us giving them away, I don't want to do that stuff.
No, absolutely not.
Some really cool surprises.
Yeah.
Within Doctor Strange and the multiverse of madness.
So if you do like those movies, if you are following the whole Marvel universe and all that kind of stuff, Doctor Strange, the second one, it is really good. It's worth it.
Yeah, definitely. Same. I guess it's not even a complaint, but I would have liked to seen a couple more different universes.
Yeah, absolutely.
They landed in, I think, 2 or 3, and you got to see, where everybody goes on red when the light's red, and it was very flowery.
There was that one, yeah.
And then there was the broken universe, and then that was kind of it. I wanted to, like you said, everything's upside down or something.
Yeah, there's so many options that they could have taken, but again, I think it's a time situation and a money situation, because I bet you making those universes was pretty costly.
They're spending a lot of money on everything they're doing in Marvel, too, so I guess we can wait. And we'll get some more in the future. But yeah, both good, the latest superhero movies.
Yeah, definitely down for both of them. So that was pretty cool. So I said I had something that I wanted us to talk about today. And again, this is going to be kind of figuring things out as we go here. I wanted to do kind of a topic, something that we would normally do when we were hosting our radio show. Yeah. The only thing that's going to be a little bit different about this is we're not going to get any input until the end.
Post-show comments and things like that.
where we'll have to go over that the next day, or the next podcast, I should say. So that part's a little bit of a bummer, but I still wanted to do this anyway, and see what you thought, and whether you agree with some of our answers on this, or if you disagree, or if you have better answers and all that. So our first podcast back last week, Luke and I talked about all of our travels and all of the places that we went and visited. And I mean, we drove through 16 states in just 3 weeks or something.
Now I'm tempted to count them.
I did at one point. I put up a Facebook post and I counted the states that we went through, but I don't remember. It was almost a year ago. Too long ago.
Several.
Yeah, several states. Yeah, let's go with that. So a topic that I actually wanted to do on air when we were in Roswell at one point, I was like, hey, you know what? This is the perfect time to do this. So I wanted to talk about the states as if they were food, like one food per each state.
I love these things.
Yeah, because I think we have a little bit of a better understanding because we visited so many states recently that we can easily do this. So why don't we just start northeast top and work our way just across the whole United States here.
We're going to Johnny Appleseed this. Just go across the country.
Yeah, nice there.
That
nice.
was ridiculous.
It was.
Just say it. Don't look at me like that.
Rolling my eyes over here. All right, so let's start with Maine, which I think Maine is a real easy one. Like, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you think Maine?
Blueberries.
Really? Are you serious right now?
No, I just wanted to see.
Get out. The door is right there. Lobster. Duh. Like, if you have to argue with me on that one, you're just wrong. It's lobster. Maine lobster. That one wins, okay?
Absolutely.
All right.
I do agree. Blueberries would be second for Maine, though.
But we're only doing one.
That's right.
Save blueberries for a different state. Think about that. What other state could have that?
You can save lobster for another state,
No, it's fine. Maine for lobster. All right, so right under that, we've got New Hampshire. So what do you think about for New Hampshire? What would be a good food for New Hampshire?
I have no idea.
Yeah, me either.
Lobster?
No. We spent 6 miles of New Hampshire. We hit the little corner of that. I didn't even see anything in New Hampshire.
Apples.
We have a friend from New Hampshire. A person we used to work with is from New Hampshire. What did she like to eat?
Everything.
She did bring salads to work a lot. Okay, so salad for New Hampshire. That's just a placeholder right now.
This is going to be so
Aaron,
much fun.
I'm talking about you if you did not realize that.
50 of these to do.
Yeah, this is going to get really messy. And let me tell you, when we would do our radio show, we would, kind of plan out the day a little bit and have an idea of what we're doing. I just was like, hey, we're going to do this as, our topic today, and we have not planned any of this.
That's
so,
right.
Well, it makes it a little bit more exciting, right?
Flying by the seat of our pants.
Yeah, that's usually how that goes.
Confessions, I never planned anything out in Roswell either, so...
You didn't.
I didn't.
I did,
so
though.
Welcome to my world.
All right, so now we're on to Massachusetts. Anything?
Isn't there Boston...
Baked beans?
Yeah, I was going chowder. Chowder.
Oh, New England clam chowder.
That's what I was looking for. New England clam chowder.
And then there's Manhattan clam chowder, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so clam chowder is going to be Massachusetts, not baked beans for Boston. I'm letting you choose. Why is that so funny?
I don't know. Does Boston baked beans have anything to actually do with Boston?
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay, so let's go.
Okay, so clam chowder is. All right. All right, what do we got next here? Rhode Island.
See, we should have done lobster for Rhode Island, but
no.
Blueberries for Maine.
So Rhode Island is going to be a burger because we have a friend that owns a restaurant over there.
Okay.
And that just makes sense to me.
Just wasting burgers on Rhode Island.
I bet you they're good.
It's a big one off the board already.
I know, I'm sorry. But we need something there, So let's just leave burger as a placeholder for now. And then, you can let us know. Is there something better for Rhode Island? But it can't be lobster because
Rhode Island.
We use lobster for Maine. All right, still going down the coast here. Connecticut. What are we going to do for Connecticut?
Mussels.
Okay, all right, that's fine. I'll take that.
Moving right along.
I'm just skipping through this. All right, so I'm going to go to New York next just because you got Long Island that's kind of sticking up off the map there. So, New York, what are you picking? It's your home state. I mean, you have free reign on this one. There's so many options. Make sure you pick a good one.
How could you not go with pizza?
Okay, pizza. You got it.
Pizza for New York. That's a thing.
That makes great sense.
I think of New York, and the first thing I do is get hungry.
That's right, because you think of pizza.
That's right.
All right. What about New Jersey?
New Jersey.
Can we just skip that one?
Dirty glass of water.
I'm sorry if you're from New Jersey. That's terrible. That's so mean. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm just gonna say a glass of water because I feel better.
A glass of dirty water?
No, that sounds so mean. All right, moving right along on to Maryland. I have Maryland, by the way. I know what I want for Maryland.
I know what's coming here for Maryland.
Corn for Maryland. And let me tell you why. Because during our travels, we drove through Maryland, and all we drove through was a bunch of cornfields.
Yeah, surprised the heck right out of Naomi. Just did not see it.
I don't think of cornfields in Maryland. I figured, like, what is it, Ocean City, Maryland? I thought we were going to spend a lot of time by the water. I thought it was just, and we're going through all these farmlands. And I'm like, the vast cornfields of Maryland is not something that I would think. So Maryland is getting the cornfields. I'm sorry, Kansas, Nebraska, you guys probably deserved it more. But for me, Maryland gets cornfields. It makes sense. All right, moving right along here. It does. We're on to, we're into the small states. I have a map pulled up right now, by the way, and I'm trying to do this off my phone, so I'm having a little bit of difficulty. I don't know if I missed Delaware yet, but Delaware.
Yeah, we haven't said Delaware.
Okay.
We spend way too much time talking about Delaware.
I know. So, do they get anything? They have to. We have to do a food for each one. So they have
really should have done crabs or crab cakes for Maryland as opposed to corn. So maybe Delaware can have I don't know, crabs, I guess.
All right, Delaware has crabs. Okay. All right, moving along. Virginia. Man, we should have planned this out better. I don't know. We should skip around to the states that we already know.
Yeah, maybe we do that.
Okay, and then we'll come back to the ones that we're like, what do we do for this?
Yeah.
Okay, so Florida has to be...
Bath salts.
That's not food. Florida has to be oranges, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then Georgia's peaches.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Easy.
North Carolina. What do we do for North Carolina now?
We could do... The pulled pork.
Okay.
Because that's a big Carolina barbecue thing.
Okay. I'm here for it.
And the soft shell crab or oysters. There's a lot of oysters around. So maybe we do the barbecue for South Carolina, and North Carolina we go with oysters.
Okay.
I mean, we live near the ocean.
Okay, so we hit oysters. So let's go to Rocky Mountain oysters, and that can be Colorado,
That's terrible.
right? But it works. Okay, so we took care of Colorado in that one as well.
That or gummy candies for Colorado.
I think we go with the Rocky Mountain oysters. It just makes more sense to me. It does.
It sure does.
So New Mexico, I think, should be pretty obvious. Tacos.
Green chilies.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's probably better. But I just feel like, what about green chili tacos?
All right, do that.
Yeah, that way we kind of snuck two foods for that one
state.
state.
You got real sad when you forgot about green chili there.
I did. Look, we live somewhere where it's not as abundant as it was before.
Seen it on the shelves at the stores, though.
Yeah, so that was exciting. Yeah.
I didn't trust it.
You didn't think it was from Hatch?
Maybe.
Maybe
they just fudged the label.
I don't know. We haven't looked that far into it, so I don't know.
It's kosher certified or anything where they're doing this, this whole thing.
No, it's not. All right, so moving along.
Okay.
You spent way too much time on that one. Moving along here. Let's see. Wisconsin has to be cheese.
Sure.
That makes sense, right? So
beer cheese.
Sure. Beer cheese. All right, so we need Rocky Road ice cream for one of the states that is in the Rocky Mountains.
Why?
I don't know. It sounds good. That'd be Wyoming, right? Because we already did Colorado.
Okay.
And I don't know, Utah can be salt for the Salt Lake Flats or whatever.
Yes.
Salt is a food.
I'm just going to let you do the rest of this. The salt flats. What?
Idaho potatoes, obviously.
Moving right along. I like that.
That's right.
Just plow right through that one.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Idaho can be potatoes, yes.
Oh, shoot. We have so many to get through. I don't even know what to do. Let's take a quick break here so I can kind of like jot down some notes or figure out what I want to do going forward.
Regroup a little bit.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
All right, that was a quick break to reboot.
Yeah.
Now we've got some ideas, I guess, right?
Kinda. What I'm realizing here as we're doing this is that I can't wait to hear what everyone else's answers are, just to see if we're like thinking on the same page or if we're just way out in left field over there.
Yeah.
Some of them I think we're close. Some of them I don't think so.
All right.
So
I'm just gonna start throwing some states at you.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Let's jump back into this with with some ease. I think here we'll go with Texas.
Okay.
We'll go with Texas first. What are you thinking?
I'm just
Looked at
shaking.
me so blank. Oh my God! Why did you pick Texas?
I know. I'm over here shaking my head.
Raw steak. That's what I think of.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
A super rare steak.
It's just where it's just seared on one side, and that's
Wave
it.
it across the top of the grill.
That's all you need.
Don't
Just
even
that
make
little bit of
contact.
smoke on
Just
there.
a little bit of yes. That's right. So that's
Okay,
what I
raw
think of.
steak. That was a great one. You know.
Yeah, one.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, keep going. What else we got here?
How about Louisiana?
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
Louisiana hot sauce, right?
I was gonna go gumbo.
Oh shoot, that's a better answer.
Just because I like to say gumbo, to be honest with you. So we can go with hot sauce. I love it. This is fantastic.
We should have voted on this too, where we each had an answer for the state, and it's just whose answer is better. Because I don't even know now. I think gumbo is the way to go. Go with gumbo.
All right, let's go with gumbo. Yes.
That's more like food compared to hot sauce, which is, a condiment.
There you go. For anybody keeping score out there, we went with gumbo for Louisiana. Hawaii. What do you think of Hawaii?
Pineapple.
Spam.
Pineapple.
Either way.
Pineapple all the way.
I go right to pineapple with them too, but
yeah.
Definitely the spam. And then poi. That's another thing that's
Is it? Okay.
Hawaiian.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell it is.
But you can only pick one, though, so you got to go with pineapple because I feel like that's the most obvious.
I think I'm with that. All right, let's get crazy.
Oh, no.
North Dakota.
North Dakota. Snow.
Snow. I was thinking the same thing. All right.
Is that considered food? I mean, kids end up eating it when they're outside.
In North Dakota, it probably is considered food. I can't imagine.
Okay, so snow for North Dakota.
Yeah. Let's jump over to Minnesota. I said that weird.
You did.
Minnesota.
I don't even know what Minnesota is known for. Oh, they have a bunch of lakes, right? It's like the land of 1,000 lakes. So go with a fish.
Trout.
Okay.
Somebody's out there going, there's no trout. I don't know. I don't even know. I do not know anything about fish or
I
fishing.
hope someone is yelling right now going, what the heck?
What the hell's the matter with you?
That's right. All right, I like it. Okay, so we're going with trout for Minnesota.
Did we do Michigan?
We did not.
Did you get no blank stare, no panicky, I don't know, for Michigan?
There is a little bit of panic here because I really don't know. Like,
this is a great idea.
Mackinac Island fudge. Let's go with that.
All right.
What? It's a great answer for Michigan.
Just seemed like a lot of words.
Mackinac Island fudge. So in the long run, it's just fudge.
So something that nobody's ever heard of for Michigan.
Mackinac Island fudge? There's a whole ice cream flavor that's like Mackinac Island fudge ice cream or something. It's a thing.
You're going to have to prove it.
Oh, I will go out and get ice cream right now to prove this. Mackinac Island fudge ice cream. Like, tell me I'm wrong. That is a legit thing. People that are outside of Michigan know of it.
Either way, we got to take a quick break so you can go get the ice cream.
No, we don't.
All right, Illinois. What do you got for Illinois? What's the food for Illinois if Illinois were to be a food?
Hot dog, because Chicago, right?
Chicago dogs.
Yeah, so there we go.
All right. Not deep dish pizza.
No, because you already did pizza for New York.
Okay.
Yep.
Can't have the variations there.
Nope.
All right, I'm with it. Let's see, Ohio.
The Buckeyes candies. The peanut butter and chocolate. Because Ohio Buckeyes, right?
You had that loaded right up.
We started talking about ice cream, so now my mind's on dessert, so,
She went to sweets, and now everything's just downhill from here.
That's right. Who gets birthday cake?
All right.
I'm saving that for a state where we don't have an answer. They're just going to be birthday cake.
All right. How about Iowa? What do you think about Iowa?
So this is going to sound really stupid, but when you said Iowa, the first thing that came to my mind was a big plate of like cheese fries.
All right, and so we have to ask Richard, Paul's dad, Richard. He listens, and he is in Iowa.
Oh shoot! Yeah, what food for Iowa?
How far off was she there, Richard?
A big plate of cheese fries. I don't know. It sounds right to me, so I just got to go with it. What else we
you're craving at the moment? That's all. All right.
This is the dumbest thing we've ever done.
It's up there. I got it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I apologize and thank you for listening through this. But please tell me like what states, like what foods you would pick for what states, because I'm really curious about other people's answers on this.
I want to know everybody, and we'll of course recap those next week. Mm-hmm. If we even get that far.
I don't know.
So how about Mississippi?
Oh my goodness. Mississippi mud pie. That's a thing, right?
Yes. All right, I'll take it. Alabama, I'm just going to answer this one for you. I go right to grits.
Oh, really?
Because of my cousin Vinny in the movie.
Yeah.
They try the grits for the first time. I know they're available all throughout the South, but I went right there because what the hell else are we going to do for Alabama?
I was thinking alligator.
Oh, my God. Okay.
That's a good answer, though, right?
Yeah.
But grits is more of a... I don't even want to say a normal answer, because I guess alligator's kind of a normal answer, too. I'll let you choose this one. Which one do you like better, grits or alligator? For Alabama.
Yeah, we need Ernest's input there.
Oh, yes. Ernest. Let us know which one it should be.
Squirrel.
Oh, man, it could have been that, too.
I think that's what Ernest would say.
Yeah,
squirrel.
okay.
Let's see. We did Georgia with the peaches. That one was easy. Tennessee, do you have one for Tennessee?
I don't.
I'm going to go with ribs.
Okay.
Like Memphis style.
Nice.
I'm just pulling that one out of because I watch so much TV.
It doesn't matter. You know, we just need a food for each state.
All
we
right.
didn't say like how true this had to be or anything. We're trying, but you know.
I want to know if you go right to where I go with Kentucky.
Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Yes, okay. So that was all right. That was easy. I'm skipping West Virginia.
Why?
Just because.
Okay.
It's an inevitable meth joke.
Oh, okay. That's why. Okay. All right.
Let's see what else we got. Did we do South Dakota?
We didn't, and I don't want to do South Dakota. South Dakota can be birthday cake. I was saving that for one more. I have no idea.
North Dakota's snow, so South Dakota can be meltwater, I guess.
That's right.
I don't know. That was terrible.
No,
I'm going to
no.
cut that one right out.
No, you can't. I just leave it in there. It's live radio here, kind of, sort of.
Pretend live radio.
No, go with the birthday cake. I saved it for one, so congratulations, South Dakota, you get birthday cake.
That's...
It's like you win a prize.
You know, I kind of feel like we really veered off if we were describing each state as a food.
Yeah.
And we've gone to describing each state's food.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I'll take it, whatever.
Yeah.
Montana?
I have nothing. Buffalo.
You know, I can't argue with that because I don't know anything about Montana.
Yeah, so, all right, that works.
Washington?
Apples.
No.
What?
Because Washington apples. Is that why? That's why, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. I was going to go with fish there with the big fish market they have in
But we already
Seattle.
did fish. We did trout from Minnesota.
Okay. Ocean fish, is that a separate?
No, it's not.
can't do-
You have to play by the rules here.
Absurd. Oregon.
Shoot, I don't know. What's in Oregon?
People who don't want to be in Washington or California?
Shoot. I don't know. I have nothing for Oregon. They could have been birthday cake. I ruined it. I don't know.
Oregon. Brownies.
Okay.
Or Doritos.
Yes.
Aren't there a lot of Colorado-ish people up there?
Yes, I
Yeah.
believe there is.
Yeah.
Go with Doritos, because that's just funnier.
Doritos for
Yeah.
Oregon.
Okay.
Nevada? I can't remember how we said I should be saying that.
An alcoholic beverage.
That's a liquid lunch. That's Nevada's.
Long Island iced tea.
All right. New York.
That's right.
And California.
This one should be pretty easy, and I've got nothing. Look, I'm tired. It's been a long weekend. It's been a long segment too. Like I don't have anything for California. Do you?
Well, we could go avocados because of all the hipsters and stuff at what love the avocado toast.
Yeah, let's go with that one.
Avocado toast for California. Arizona, I don't have much for. Maybe we go tacos with Arizona.
But we are, we'll go tacos with Arizona and green chili for New Mexico.
That's right.
I feel like that's just, we can't do that though. I mean, we will, just for the sake of getting through this, but I feel like we shouldn't do that.
Alaska? That's got to be some sort of seafood.
I was thinking that.
Unless you want to go moose.
No, I don't want to go moose.
Or bear.
Go bear. I like that.
That's what kind of food Alaska is.
Yes, bear. Well, because you got to be tough out there. You know, it's what do they call it? Final frontier?
Well done.
Yeah. So bear.
I like it. You got to be tough out there.
Yeah. So bear. You got to kill it yourself, and go get it.
That's right.
Did we get through all of them?
It's a bit gamey. I don't know. I think we skipped Indiana maybe.
I don't know. Somewhere in the middle. That's we already did the cornfield. So one of those states can be like soybeans.
Waffles. Indiana waffles because of Parks and Rec.
Oh, that's a great one. Yep, I like it.
Leslie Knope would be proud. Waffles for Indiana. How about that?
Okay, what about Missouri?
Did we do Missouri?
We did not do Missouri. I don't have anything for Missouri. Nothing. Luke's thinking over there. Don't think too hard.
Yeah, I got nothing for Missouri. Y'all can help us out with Missouri.
Sorry, Missouri. I'm sorry, Oklahoma. Again, Kansas could be the soybeans.
It flew over the flyover states.
Yeah, Nebraska. I don't know what else is.
More corn.
Yeah, but we already did corn.
Corn on Maryland, and that could have been.
Can we do canned corn? I don't think we can do that. All right, we did terrible with this. This was I'm sorry.
See, I apologize. We just wanted to prove to all of our listeners that we literally could not do this without them.
Yeah, we can't. Like this, we need their help. We need their input along with us doing this.
That's right.
Because it helps. Because then we can, kind of brainstorm together. And if one place gets, you know who we didn't do? Vermont. Sorry, squirrel. Maple syrup.
Yeah, well, you pulled an easy one out there for the end. All right.
Yes! You gotta end on a high note. Come on. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You gotta end on a high note. So Vermont with maple syrup for the win.
Easy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Woo. All right, we gotta take another break. I need a moment.
Okay, are you recovered?
I think so. As recovered as I'm going to be over here.
Feeling a little bit better?
No. No. Feel sweaty
great.
and uncomfortable and feels like a first day on air kind of thing.
A little bit, right?
Yeah, where it's like, oh my gosh, what are we doing over here? But I have to say, it was fun and I miss that kind of interaction and being able to do topics like that and hear what everyone else's input is and all that. So please comment on this video. Let us know your answers for specific states. If you agree with some of our answers, if you disagree with all of our answers, I really want to know because I think it's going to be pretty interesting. And again, like Luke said, we'll go over those when we kick off our next podcast.
That's right. As we get into this too, we will hopefully get somewhere where we can maybe do a live show so we can have you interacting with us and all of that stuff, but that will be down the road. Let's get back into the swing of things a little bit more before we get to that.
Yeah, but we will get there, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be exciting, and again, we thank you for going on this journey with us as we figure out going from radio to podcasting. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the future holds for this.
That's right. We are basically adrift at sea right now.
That's a good way to put it. That's what it feels like, yes. We are just floating here.
Rudderless in the sea of podcasting.
That's right.
How about that?
All right, so we will have another podcast for you coming up on, we're doing this every Monday. We'll have a new episode for you. Can't give you any foreshadowing of what we're going to be doing then because I'm not sure. It's just kind of like our radio show where we had a new idea each day for that.
That's right. So we'll see. Suggestions too. That would be fun if we get any good suggestions on what you'd like to hear from us.
Yeah,
definitely
absolutely.
Send those in. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Luke and Naomi On Air. That's where you're going to get, I think, the fastest access
Yeah.
to when we put up a new episode. And, of course, the Facebook page, Luke and Naomi On Air.
That's right. All right. I think it's time to wrap up this just crazy shenanigans over here.
Yeah, lots of fun.
Yes. Luke, are you going to leave us with a laugh?
I am going to do my best, courtesy once again of Brian, who sent us the Dad Jokes book.
That's right.
So it is a solid book of dad jokes, and like I said, this time I have prepared a couple.
So you're not going to run out anytime soon.
Yeah, that's right. Brian's keeping us in dad jokes for
a while.
For some time now.
All right, what do you got?
Farting in an elevator. It's wrong on many levels.
That's terrible. Boo. It's awful.
My doctor said if I don't stop eating cement, I could die. To be honest, I'm shitting bricks.
Oh my goodness. That's terrible. These are awful. You should feel bad with how awful these are.
One more, ready?
No, but okay.
Last night I was robbed by 6 dwarves. Not happy.
That's awful.
Thank you again to Brian for the book.
I give you like...
Well, not sure what happened there, but we will talk to you next week. We'll be back next Monday with more Luke and Naomi On Air. Love you, bye.